This guy found a safe in his warehouse, and what's inside will change his life forever. A guy named Matt found the safe in warehouse that he works in. The man who owned the safe didn't pay his bill, so man's boss said he could open the safe. Matt had seen videos on the internet about people opening abandoned safes and finding all kinds of antiques inside, so he was pretty excited. I guess his boss didn't think he'd find anything valuable. First, Matt had to figure out how to open the safe. He tried a few different generic combinations, but none of those seemed to work. He was able to try and pry it open with a crowbar, but he didn't want to risk damaging anything fragile that might be inside the safe. Matt decided that if he was going to do this properly, he'd need to call in a professional. He found a guy on Craigslist who was willing to come over and crack the safe for a small fee. The Craigslist guy opened the safe in under 5 minutes. After paying the Craigslist guy, it turned his attention to the safe. He was really excited to see what was inside. He was hoping there might be something cool in, but because the safe was abandoned, he didn't have much hope. If there really was a treasure in the safe, the person who owned it would probably their bill. The first items Matt pulled out of the safe were a few empty coin holders. This doesn't look too promising. It would be cool if these coin holders were full of rare coins, but empty coin holders aren't very valuable. Why would someone store these in the safe? Then Matt pulled out some random old bottles. These are pretty old. I bet somebody who collects old apothecary equipment would pay a good bit of money for these. Maybe a vintage store would buy them and resell them. They may not be super rare, but they are pretty cool. At first, when Matt looked into the safe and saw these cardboard coin rolls, he thought he may have hit the jackpot. Unfortunately, these were empty. Matt started to lose hope, but he knew there was still more space at the back of the safe. These locks looked like they might have been attached to something worth a lot of money. Back in their day, maybe they secured a treasure chest or some vintage motorcycles. I bet these are worth some money. People love old things. Finally, a holder for coins that isn't empty. It looks like Matt at the jackpot. I don't know much about collector coins, but whoever collected these thought they were valuable enough to lock them away in a safe. I'd be pretty happy with this. Maybe the person who owned this safe was a baseball fanatic. I don't know who signed this ball, but there's a good chance it was somebody pretty famous. Clearly, I know nothing about baseball. I think Matt's more of a football person. Still, this could be worth something to somebody, Matt thought. He was done, and he was pretty happy with all the treasures he'd found. He wasn't expecting there to be anything that valuable inside, but the collector coins and signed baseball prove him wrong. Then Matt started inspecting the back of the safe, and he noticed that there was a second compartment. Whoa, that's a lot of money. Matt was starting to get really excited. He never expected to find anything like this. Did you know how many signed baseballs you could buy with this kind of cash? A lot of baseballs, probably. Clearly, I don't know how much baseballs are worth. Okay, things are starting to get crazy. I wonder if Matt's boss will still let him keep his bounty. Better hide the cash quick, or else the boss is gonna want to get in on that action. It looks like there's enough to go around there though. Matt reached his hand back into the safe and pulled out even more cash. He couldn't believe his eyes. He started thinking about all the things he could do with this new treasure. He thought about taking his girlfriend to Disney World and staying in Cinderella's castle. The Disney World just got upgraded to a trip to Australia. Matt's always wanted to go to Australia. He really likes koalas, and he's never seen one up close. At this point, he is completely freaking out. I don't think I've ever seen this much cash in person. It looks like some kind of foreign currency, whatever country is from or what countries it looks kind of French. Does anyone know where this money from and how many American dollars is this foreign currency worth from at his take? I hope it's worth a lot after he fished out all the cash. He found this little stack of gold plates. They look small, but Matt says that they're pretty heavy. You could probably sell these to one of those guys who sings about buying gold and low-budget TV commercials. I think I would have fainted at this point. There is no way Matt's boss is going to let him keep all of this. They might even have to report it to the authorities. All this gold and money can't be legal. I smell a scandal, all right. I can't even believe my eyes right now. Who would abandon that much gold and money in a safe in a warehouse? How can you have this much and not afford to pay storage fees? This safe is definitely worth the storage fees. I'm starting to get worried now. How did all those gold bars fit in that safe? I bet that Craigslist guy wishes he'd stuck around for this. Is anybody else starting to get suspicious? This is all too good to be true. Most people just find dusting comics and safes like this. Wow, that safe was deceptively roomy. Matt would like to thank the good people of the Universal Prop Department for not kicking him out during this photo shoot. Good one, man. He really is going there for a while. When did you start to realize that things weren't quite adding up? You